Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Man. People not gonna like this one, but hey, so a hell of a way to end the year off, and I'm talking about specifically with the middleweight division. We all know what took place this past weekend. Jermall Charlo stopped Dennis Hogan, gave Dennis Hogan his first knockout on his record and his entire pro career. Now, yesterday in a 2 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time, Boxing Scene released an article about Demetrius Andrade. And to sum it up, for me to get straight to the point, Demetrius Andrade called out Jermall Charlo. Demetrius Andrade, in his call out, he stated facts. Demetrius Andrade, he started the article off basically saying that Jermall said that Andrade was hiding behind the zone. So Demetrius Andrade, I guess he thought about it, and he made his statement. His response was, well, Jermall, yes, I'm with the zone. And this information is known. I'm contractually obligated to fight on the zone. You know this, and I know this. So it's no offense. It's no point for me to take offense to that statement. So I'm summarizing this. So Demetrius Andrade, he points out the fact that Jermall Charlo has said on multiple occasions that he's his own boss. He's his own promoter. So Demetrius Andrade is using that information to his benefit. He's basically saying, Jermall, if you're your own promoter, then this should be an easy situation for you. If you're willing, like you said, to come over to the zone for a one-fight deal that Eddie Hearn said that he's willing to offer you, let's take it. So to me, this is a situation where Jermall can call their bluff. Their bluff meaning Eddie Hearn and Demetrius Andrade, and Jermall can make that phone call. Or it will be a situation of Jermall Charlo saying something and he's not really meaning what he says. I don't know. It can go either way at this point when it comes to that statement. Demetrius Andrade, he proceeds to sneak diss Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, referring to those guys as pretenders. He said that he's only one phone call away. Let's put your belt against my belt, and let's make the fight happen. Chris Eubank Jr. was also mentioned in the article, and they were basically saying that Chris Eubank and Jermall Charlo on a crash course. Well, after the unfortunate events that took place in the Eubanks Cornball fight this past weekend, I would recommend Chris Eubank to take another fight before stepping up and facing Jermall Charlo anyway. But I would definitely prefer a unification between Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. And just based off the information that Andrade has put out there, his recent call out, it was very clear cut. He didn't leave anything up for interpretation. You know, it's a lot of call outs out there when people say, I'll have to go back to the drawing board, or we'll see this and we'll see that. Andrade made it clear. I mean, with the statement of, yes, you know I'm under contract, basically Andrade saying, no, I'm not my own boss, but you are. So if you're your own boss, call my boss, and my boss is already on the record saying that he'll give you a one-fight deal, so let's make the fight happen. To me, it doesn't get any more clear than that. So right now, it's up to Jermall Charlo, and let's see what he says, because that's the fight that I definitely want. That's the fight that the fans want. We always hear about unification. We always hear about people taking issue with these very indirect call-outs. Well, this is the call-outs of call-outs. I mean, based off what I've heard, and I'm only going to go off what I've heard more recently, all the shit in the past is dead. The Jermall Charlo situation has nothing to do with middleweight and Andrade and Jermall Charlo. That's irrelevant. Right now, you have an opportunity to call Andrade's bluff or make the fight. Because with Jermall Charlo going a route and actually pursuing a fight with Demetrius Andrade, reaching out to Eddie Hearn because he's his own boss, he's his own promoter. Well, this is the opportunity to flex those promotional muscles. So we'll see what happens. But all I'm going to say with this is it's either somebody bluff going to get called on either side or the fight going to get made. It's really that simple. And if you don't know how Nino Brown boxing is, when it comes to this, I keep it simple. I keep the same energy for everyone. The only time I don't do that is for my man Jerry Hurd, and this is not a Jerry Hurd situation. So, Jermall, the ball is in your court. You have been officially called out by a champion in your division. You have been put on notice. The facts have been stated. You are your own boss. So if that's the case, bosses make boss moves and bosses make fights. We'll see how everything plays out. I would really love to see that fight. That would definitely be a highly anticipated fight for 2020. Oh yeah, Demetrius Andrade also inserted more details. He said that he's available in May. Jermall Charlo is available in May. So why not make the fight happen? I mean, it's based off the details that Demetrius Andrade included in his call out of Jermall Charlo. I can only believe that this man is serious. You can talk about all the other shit of the past, but to me that's just deflecting from what's going on right now. I mean, he put a who, what, when, where, why, and how. And well, he didn't do a when. Well, he said in May on the zone, how, because you're your own boss, and by contacting Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn has already said he's willing to do it. So this is going to expose Eddie Hearn if Eddie Hearn continues what he's known for as being a liar, or Eddie Hearn is going to make the fight because he's A-okay with it. But once again, we'll see how everything plays out, guys. All I know is this is the type of call out that I like. It covers all the bases. Nothing is left up for interpretation. And let's see if we get this fight 2020. Let's see if we hear a response back from Jermall Charlo in the upcoming days, the upcoming weeks, the upcoming months. This is Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.